Get ready to change the world, one blockchain at a time, with George Levy, your single source of truth for blockchain, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency.
By this point, you're familiar with the fact that Tesla has invested $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. Now, for many people that didn't know what Bitcoin was, all of a sudden to see a company of the caliber of Tesla to put such a massive position, $1.5 billion into Bitcoin, all of a sudden opens up the world of cryptocurrencies for them. And in fact, this is actually mainstream news. It's all over the press. There's actually different articles in many different companies that are actually, different places like CNBC, CNN, Fox News Business, all these different mainstream media sites are now talking about the fact that Tesla has gotten involved in Bitcoin. So this is a big opportunity for those people that are involved in Bitcoin. And what I want to tell you about all this is that the price of Bitcoin actually rose to brand new records. And this is because of the fact that there's a very limited amount of Bitcoins available. And what that means is that when new people buy the Bitcoins that are available, the price goes up. Because if there's a limited number of them and somebody wants to buy your Bitcoins, you're not going to sell them cheap. So you sell them at a higher price point. And that's what's going on right now. Every time you have more money go into Bitcoin that actually takes Bitcoins away, the price of Bitcoins has to go up because each one of them is valued more. And that's one of the key things that people don't understand about Bitcoins. In fact, right now in Bitcoin, it's about 18.6 million Bitcoins. There's going to be a maximum number of 21 million Bitcoins throughout the history of Bitcoin. And there will be no more Bitcoins. In fact, it's a little bit under 21 million, but it's almost 21 million Bitcoins, and then it's over. No more Bitcoins. So for the people that are thinking about getting involved in this game, you better jump in now, because at some point there will be no more Bitcoins available. And if you want to buy a Bitcoin, somebody else will have to sell that Bitcoin to you. There will be no more new Bitcoins. So it's a big, big opportunity. Let me tell you a little bit about what's going on right now with Tesla, because a lot of people don't realize what a huge, huge move this was. When Tesla actually bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, they actually had to file with the SEC, and it's a public filing. They're a publicly traded company. And that actually meant 7.7% of their gross cash allocated to Bitcoin. When you think about a company like Tesla, to be able to take 7.7% of their cash and actually put it in Bitcoin, that's a very aggressive move from Tesla. And it shows you the belief level that Tesla and Elon Musk have in Bitcoin. While I'm talking about Elon's been talking about Bitcoin for a very long time. He's talked about Dogecoin. He's talked about Bitcoin, and he really had been hinting that he liked Bitcoin. But then to suddenly see something of this magnitude, $1.5 billion, he's actually putting his money where his mouth is. He's fully all in. And in the process, the price of Bitcoin has shot through the roof. So let me tell you a little bit more about what this means, because when you have a company of the caliber of Tesla making such a big move, other companies pay attention. And in fact, right now, Apple could be the next company thinking about adopting Bitcoin as well. In fact, many of the analysts involved in Apple shares, they're actually looking at it and looking at the positioning that Apple has. Apple has a huge footprint and a lot of trust with their audience that loves them. So when you really think about being able to expose them to Bitcoin, this could be a very big revenue opportunity for Apple. And that's how they're looking at it. In fact, let me just give you a different example. I've spoken a lot about the fact of Twitter's Jack Dorsey. The CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, is also involved with Cash App. And the Cash App actually started making available Bitcoin to the users of Cash App. That has resulted in a business revenue opportunity of over $1 billion annually for them. Huge money for Cash App. Apple's paying attention. Tesla's paying attention. And what we're seeing is that more and more people are bringing in money into Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Many students have been writing to me, and viewers of my videos have been asking me how they can get started in Bitcoin. In fact, they're seeing all the activity with the price of Bitcoin rising and things like Tesla buying $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, and they don't want to be left behind. So I'm going to tell you right now a very easy, safe way that you can get started with Bitcoin. Now, what I'm going to give you is not financial advice. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. What I'm telling you is what's worked for me, worked for countless students in my courses. Even my father has taken this approach successfully. And what you really need to do is you don't have to buy a full Bitcoin. You can actually buy a fraction of a Bitcoin, and you can do so using Coinbase. Now, many people, if you go to Coinbase, you can actually buy Bitcoins from Coinbase, but using a very special offer link that's available for this viewers, and I'm actually presenting it on the screen and including it on the description to this video, you can actually get a free account at Coinbase. You can get your free cryptocurrency wallet with Coinbase, and you can buy $100 or more of Bitcoin and get a bonus $10 of free Bitcoin additionally. So think about it. You can get started with as little as $100 if you buy Bitcoin with Coinbase using the link that I'm presenting you. And additionally, you're going to get an extra $10 worth of Bitcoin absolutely free. Now, this offer is available only using the link below, which I'm also including in the description. But take advantage of it because you can get started very, very quickly and safely using Coinbase like millions of people around the world and like me. And you can do it in the process of buying $100 or more of Bitcoin and get an extra $10 worth of Bitcoin absolutely free. So I hope you'll take advantage of it. Use the link presented here. And let's go on with the rest of the video. Another big area for money to step into the cryptocurrency and the Bitcoin space is actually from financial institutions. In fact, investments coming into Bitcoin have been actually growing, and they've been growing not just from the crypto community, but actually institutional investments are actually coming in. You're getting the trust funds of the world and different like investment companies and banks. Just to give you some examples, right now JP Morgan thinks that the price of Bitcoin could rise to $146,000 as it competes with gold. The gold market is trillions of dollars in size, but guess what? The crypto market just broke the $1 trillion mark. And when that happens, the rest of the world pays attention. Other thing I want to point out to you is that that's just JP Morgan. If we look at Citibank actually thinks that the price point will be $318,000 by the year 2021. Guess what? We're in the year 2021. And this prediction was actually made at the end of 2020. So financial institutions are really looking at the Bitcoin space, and people are looking at ways to gain exposure and try to get into these massive price swings that actually bring up and make a lot of money for many. Just to give you some examples, the crypto space already had hundreds of millions of dollars moving into it, but with all this activity happening around, the people that are actually investing in Bitcoin are actually fearing missing out. And they're actually putting in hundreds of millions of dollars more to try to get a hold of whatever new Bitcoins are coming out. You have to understand there's a very limited supply, and you have all this money coming in, the price goes up, and after a while, you may get priced out, which is exactly why I always tell people, why are you waiting? Why don't you just step in? Don't risk your entire life saving. Put in a little bit of crypto into it, buy a little bit of Bitcoin, hold it, see how it feels. Understand how the crypto wallet works. It's a great opportunity for you to understand how it is, and who knows, it might actually make you some money. I hope you found this video valuable. I hope you learned something in the process. I bring you brand new videos every single week, so I encourage you to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified every time I bring you brand new videos. I publish videos about blockchain, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency, and I'm always looking ways that I can actually help you learn. Also, if you haven't seen my Odysee channel, I actually publish a video channel over at Odysee where you can actually earn free cryptocurrency just for watching videos. Great opportunity. I'm bringing the link below on the description to this video so you can actually take a look at that channel and join me at Odysee and earn some free cryptocurrency in the process. As I always say, I'm George Levy. I hope you found this video valuable, and we're changing the world one blockchain at a time.